Welcome back everybody, long time no see, but just to jump right into it, we're going to be talking about the three main ways to play B-Site Inferno with two M4s. This is not accounting for somebody opping, and this is not for a force buy round. This is just two M4s full buy, and let's say your team opper is playing A. So the first way is banana control. I'm pretty sure I have a video on this, but just to briefly explain, you throw a smoke that smokes off deep banana, like so. And combined with the smoke, you have the person with the closest spawn molly off close, and the person with the second closest spawn molly off deeper. This stops a rush from happening, and once the mollies are going away, that's when you can flash in. Nice little pop flash. You can flash in, take banana control. The person that has their smoke left over smokes it off. There you go, you have banana control for probably about a minute, and that enables you to rotate your second B player over to A, so support A, and you don't even have to play close on this smoke. As long as the smoke is down, the T's understand that there's a threat that a CT could be around any corner. You could play a nice passive angle. This is of course if you're alone and your player's already rotated to A. You could play a nice passive angle here, and once the T's do come, you shoot, you fall back, get a little shitty angle, call for the rotate, and hope for the best. Or if you don't do the two molly, you just do the one molly, you would have a molly left over, and you could stop the rush, spare some time for the rotates. But this works because with the smoke down, once the smoke disappears, or here, let's do while the smoke is still down, the T's not only have to use flashes, that's a flash they can use, that's a flash that they can use, that will flash off somebody playing top car. So let's say the smoke's disappeared, they have to check these angles nice and slow, do that, because remember, a CT could be anywhere, could be right back behind here, could be behind sandbags, so you could, seriously, you could just throw the smoke and then fall back to site, and the T's would take a ton of time. Unless it's a straight rush, then your molly becomes very important, and it will slow them down or do a ton of damage to them, or both. So that's one way to do it. And that isn't high risk, high reward. That's I would say medium risk, high reward, because the only thing you're risking is using all your utility. Of course, they could just do a straight rush, but it's negated by this molly. They could run through the molly, but they're going to be damaged. If you die at that point, it's kind of your fault. But it's medium risk because you're just risking your utility, not your life. You're not dedicated to running out here and wide swinging on them or anything. You can just fall back if you do want to. The next setup is more of a high risk, high reward. High risk being you're risking your life, high reward being you're completely shutting down the B site attack. So first, you're going to have somebody boosted up here. And they will actually not be the first point of contact, especially because the majority of T's are just going to smoke CT off. So you're going to have somebody here playing around the smoke. I'm actually crouched right now, so the T's cannot see me, but their job is to shoot as they're coming up on the site. It is not to try to spam them when they go to pool, whatever the fuck it's called, pit, same thing. But so your job is to hide and get them when they come up on the site, and the reason for that is not only because you can play better off of the smoke, and you're not as exposed, but your other teammate is actually playing right back here, and they will be able to see the tops of the T's heads unless they're coming up really close. In that case, this person will be able to see them as they're coming up on the site, because as a T, when you're coming around this corner, let's say you're crouched, you're just doing a contact, you are so worried about dark and right here, or new box, that you're not even checking right here. That's not in your realm of possibilities at the moment. So if you play right here, see the tops of their heads, you can fall back and pull this angle, and this angle is very powerful, especially when you have somebody up here, because it's just a crossfire. So that is high risk, high reward. Risk because if they do just swing around and one tap you, kind of fucks the entire thing up. If one person dies, it kind of fucks the entire play up unless they get the hero play, but that's why it's high risk. The third option is probably the most passive option, low risk, kind of low reward. You would just smoke probably like this off. So you would have a smoke here, obviously you would throw it better so there's not a gap, and you're giving the T's banana control. The low reward is that they could just pop flash through this or molly you out and run through it, but the low risk is that you both are playing sight, nice passive angles that if they do a contact play, you will catch them off guard. And if the T's, this works a lot better at lower ranks, or a nice change of pace. If you're playing super aggressive as CTs, you can change it up, but this will make it challenging for the T's to hit their shot, especially if they're coming around the corner. They're too focused on this. You can catch them off guard here. So you would have one person playing backside, maybe some person coffin watching the cross, maybe combined with somebody new box, or even second orange. You could also have somebody boosted up here with somebody backside. That is common. That is not as low risk, low reward, but it's still fairly low. Again, this is what you're going to see at a much lower rank because it does not require all of the synchronization, there we go, as let's say taking banana control or making sure that the crossfire is set up. This is just a very standard, just way back, nice hold. So in a future video I will probably go over 4 spies, and if you're playing with an op that won't take too long, but also for A site and for any other maps you would all like to see. So you would all like to see this grammar. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.